We're about to find out.
By Cecelia Clevenger. Narrated by Quaid Kundal. Chapter 1. I couldn't decide what was worse, the chunk of wet ceiling spread across the floor of my waiting room, or that the management company sent Walter to fix the leak. They could have sent any of their dozen maintenance workers, and it wouldn't have bothered me. But instead, they sent one of the 5 adult children of the company's elderly and superstitious owner. Like all of her children, he searched and schemed for a reason to kick me out. Their effort inevitably gravitated towards attempting to prove my paranormal investigation business was defrauding the public. I did not enjoy interacting with any of them. However, out of the 5, Walter had the slight redeeming quality of being the least talkative. Walter chewed like there was something bitter in his mouth. It was a cue I'd come to recognize that he was preparing to speak. Perhaps he experienced some physical discomfort when he spoke, and that could explain why he doesn't talk as much as his siblings. I've never asked. Not out of lack of curiosity. I just don't want to talk to the guy any more than I have to. You think a ghost did this? Walter paced out his syllables. People who use the slow rate of his speech as a yardstick to measure his intellect learn the hard way that he's a brilliant, albeit unlicensed engineer. Well, brilliant for every other tenant except me. But that was probably because he wanted me to find a new place with a different landlord. No, Walter, I think water did this. I had spent the night on the cot in my coffee and found the mess in the waiting room after the sound of dripping woke me up. It was a miracle it missed the vacant receptionist desk, as any damage to the original furnishings would have caused problems with my lease. Walter stood with the posture of a tree. His eyes gazed everywhere except for the ceiling and where it landed. From my office, the digital alarm clock sounded at a volume so loud it felt like it was compensating for all the times it never went off. Is that a smoke detector? Walter, I'll take care of the alarm clock. I need you to focus on the leak. I turned away and walked into the office where the digital clock rested on my vintage metal tanker desk. The whole suite was frozen in time as per the conditions of my controversial lease. I flicked the switch on the clock off, but it kept going. I tried again without any luck. I grabbed the cord and yanked the plug out of the wall. Of course, this was the one time the battery inside had enough charge to keep the alarm going. I picked up the heavy book of Arthurian legends I'd been reading last night and whacked the alarm clock with the tome. It made one final pathetic beep before it went silent for good. There was a brief moment of serenity in the fresh silence, and I was about to breathe it in, but...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?